Well, would you look at that? Da 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 dum. Ba ba da ba ba. Da 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 da. So, I'm now live apparently, which is really cool. Hey guys. So, let me think. So first I need to check my Twitter. How do I share this stream? Apparently 2 people are watching now, which is insane. Hey guys. This is my first time ever streaming using YouTube, so you have to give me a bit of a, just give me a chance. Because what I really want to do is basically, I want to share this, I want to share this stream. I don't know how. Kind of annoying. And that's just paused. Your video URL. Cool. Yeah, check that out. Look, it's my live stream. Sick. Okay, cool. Then I'm going to tweet. I'm streaming Night of the Dead. No, Dead of the Night. Dead of the Night. The new Call of Duty Zombies DLC on launch day over on my YouTube channel. Come check it out. Cool, that's that done. Right then, let's just get started then. So, as you can see, you got Dead of the Night loaded up. Let's move that down a little bit. Basically, we're going to be playing for about an hour until the stream, in which case I'm going to swap over to the PC and we're going to watch the live stream that Treyarch are going to do. And then we'll come back and we'll just do some more stuff. So yeah, so this is going to be my first reaction to everything, to the map, to the cutscene, to everything. So let's just get straight into it. Oh, I'm so looking forward to this. Ooh, let's make sure my class is all set up. Oh, get to be Brian Blessed. Look, it's Brian Blessed in the flesh. Oh, I can't even use that one. Okay. Let's just change this to be what I want. Stamina, quick revive, time slip. Let's change this to acid bomb. That can be the Welling. Change that to the Hammer of Valhalla. And then we want anywhere but here. Aftertaste. Burned out and that. And okay, that'll do. Let's just ready up and let's watch the cutscene for the first time. How awesome is this?
You are cordially invited to the country estate of Alistair Rhodes.
Alistair Rhodes.
Join us for an unforgettable evening.
Oh. Da, 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 da. So we've got our cowboy guy. Whoa. It's Atlas. Oh, and that's Alistair and Scarlet. It must be. That must be Alistair and Scarlet. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's an artifact. That's Alistair. Holy shit! Helena Bonham Carter! Oh my god! She's a mystic. That's so cool. Is anyone going to talk? Wow, this cutscene's awesome so far. What's going on?
What's your name? Oh, yes, Godfrey. Where the blazes is Alistair?
Yes. Where is the old scoundrel?
I've not seen Master Rhodes, but surely your crystal ball could.
What? Oh, wow. Oh, he's drawn a protective circle.
What in Lucifer's ball sack was that?
And it's the same images that we see in 9. Wow! Werewolf? Oh my god, there's gonna be a werewolf boss. Oh my god, there's gonna be a werewolf boss. Oh my god, there's gonna be a werewolf boss. Oh my god. There's gonna be a werewolf boss. Wow! Oh my god, that was so cool. So Charles Dance the butler is part of the Order, and so he's let the Order of the Nine in and let Alistair be kidnapped. And so now we've got our 4 guys who were invited. Hey, we were just up there. It's totally not fair. North Atrium Bridge.
Let's take stock of the situation, shall we? Either someone's doped me with opium, or I've gone completely off my chump. Then again, in the land of the blind, the one-eyed man is king.
Must acquire the Sentinel artifact first. Right, okay then, let's get started. Whoa, whoa, this is tight. Wow. Okay. Look at how much stuff this is like DE, dude. Dude, there's gonna be so much. There's so much story stuff in this map. It's insane. Who's this dude?
Yes, a small moment in which I may catch my breath.
We've got barriers. Oh my god.
The good news is that the enemy are not terribly bright. The bad news, they appear to be dead already.
Oh my god, there's so many buildables in this map. Oh yes, this is gonna be awesome. Alright, let's move. Open this door. Now we're on the west balcony. Look at Atlas, dude. Oh, mate, we are totally grabbing that thing. Look at that thing up there. Sick.
This reminds me of a wonderful story. Oh, too dead to listen.
Thank you. Alright, well this door's locked. It seems to be funneling us towards somewhere. Okay, we can't go down there. Look at that though. Got the mod on the wall over here. Ooh. Interesting. Away. So we're not going that way. Oh, there's the artifact. There we go. Cool.
Feels like I just lit the fuse on a cannon.
So, now what do we do? Ooh, Mosey. There's this door over here, and there's this door. Where does this go? Oh, look, perks! Yeah! What's this thing? That's blocking the way out.
Past this gate. It may be our only way out of here.
Okay, so we've got to get rid of that. I know, right? So first, that's really cool. Look at that symbol. Second, the end of this Easter egg is going to be us getting through there, and then we're going to fight a werewolf on the other side, guaranteed. Dude, go away. Right. So we're open that way. That's just the way out, and also a thing. What's up here? This is the other side of where we were. Look at the symbols on the floor, it's pretty cool. I haven't seen any buildable pieces yet.
I spent the last 10 years dreading my inevitable, lingering death in a...
Firegate needs energy core.
Well, that's the least of my worries now.
Oh, it's a
isn't
trap.
it?
Okay. Okay, so we've got fire gates. Right then, and then there's this way to go down here. 750 again. Whoa, why are you doing that?
Aha! There was a jewel secreted in that vase.
What are you? Let me pick you up. Let me pick you up. Whoa.
Double points.
Would you accept a promissory note?
Alright, whatever. Whoa!
Master, my friend, I know not if you're safe, or if you become one of these poor wretched flesh devils, but I do know you still throw one hell of a party.
Hello. We've
This
got the
beastly
box.
box wasn't part of Alistair's collection.
Okay. Right, that's a spawn area. 1,000 points to get through that door. I've not found any buildables yet. There's nothing that obviously looks like a buildable though. Like, what is... This isn't anything. Nothing on here. The clocks have are gonna have something to do with it again.
Claw your timber, you wretched thing! Alistair's taste in friends leaves much to be desired. The hammer of Valhalla
Yeah.
feels eager for battle.
Hammer's ready. Alright, let's open this door. Dude. Look at this room. I don't see anything.
Gold, pound notes, filthy lucre, and that's what it always comes down to, isn't it?
Right then. Try and get in this room over here.
Insta-kill.
Well then. What do we have here? We have a door.
Oh dear, insufficient funds.
Okay. This, like, map is huge. Like, it's weird because, like...
Pardon? Didn't mean to cut you off there. Tell me, Alistair, what are you growing in your greenhouse these days?
Right, we've got one part. Cool.
The usual stuff? A telescope, some science experiments, an electrified death trap.
Activate trap. Whoa, look at this place, dude. That's a part machine. Oh my god, we've got fast travel.
I didn't survive.
Look at how many buildable tables there are in this room, dude.
Down by you lot.
This is insane. Firegate needs energy core.
Alistair's garden. I'm amazed it's not withered. As much traveling as he did. Alistair prized this armor.
Whoa, look at this dude. He's totally gonna come alive. This dude's gonna come alive. It's great. Oh shit, that door opened both of those. Okay, cool. So that's one area of the map, the lab area. Okay. I can deal. I have found none of the main buildable... Like, I've not even found a shield part yet, dude. Okay. Let's try and get a thing. Like a weapon that we can actually use.
You keep that snapping source books far from me.
What is the... We don't even have a thing. Dude, we don't even have a like a thing. I don't know where the pack-a-punch is. Dude, this is so unfair. found something! Dude, found something! There's like a blue thing. It's on there.
I really should have rationed my cartridges and my scotch. I do
look in here.
I found my quartermaster.
Yeah, homunculus on the first try. It's not what I want right now. I want a gun, but still. Can't complain about homunculus being rare if I get it on the first go. Okay. Try and get it. Whoa. I swear I saw another square thing. Oh, there's a part there. Oh, there is a part there. On the floor. That is a shield part.
Cowardly. And then I fought the Zulu. Bonus points.
Thank you for the paladin.
For close quarters. In fact, bloody awful in close combat.
Got a homunculus though, so I can't really complain. Right, so I found a shield part. Awesome. That is really cool. I need to pay attention to the time though, so it's 7:15 right now. I need to be really ready to watch it at like 10:02. I need to spin the box again.
Anyone seen a cartridge box around here? No? Fuck me.
Anyone seen a cartridge box? I wonder if that's a thing you can get.
I've nothing but gully fluff in my pockets.
Open this door. Right then. You have to keep looking round. So this one's 750. It's got to be like a shield piece or something. Back up here. Yeah, there's got to be like some kind of shield piece. Right, well, I found the shield. I found one shield piece on that side. So let's go to the other side. So let's. Right, so now we're going through here.
Alistair collected books on the strangest
Oh,
topics.
cool, we're in a library.
Do tell if you see one titled Ghoul Extermination.
Ghoul Extermination, will do. There's like a thingy, like an Egyptian box here.
I recognize this picture. Alistair's folly, he calls it. The folly would be to stand downrange of it.
So he's got, this is where his gun is. Alistair's Folly. That's the gun from the poster. So we need to figure out what the code is.
This is why I hate parties.
Dude, go away. Hello? Dude, that's an asset from Die Rise.
Alistair posted schematics on these workbenches.
That is an asset from Die Rise. Fuck off, Treyarch. What are you doing? Killed some points. Right, okay, so there's nothing here that I can see. Have a look around. Right, we want to find another shield piece. Hello. Oh.
Carpenter.
Look up here. This is the opposite side of the manor.
You know, I have relatives buried out here. I pray we don't run into them now.
There's another one! With a different shaped hole in it. Oh, it's totally to do with the Easter egg, dude. That is definitely to do with the Easter egg. Look at those guys! Look at these guys! They're so cool. Another buildable table. Holy shit, how many buildables are there? Alright then. Okay, so we're in the cemetery. And there's a bit, oh, there's even more of an area back here. Dude, this map is huge. This map is so big, dude. Hey to everyone in the chat. That's 2 people. We've got our Ra thing. Hello names. Ishan. Got a lot of names around here. I don't see a buildable. Which is weird. Okay. So I think I've looked around here enough. So now we want to... Where else can we go? I feel there's more to explore in the manor. There's an area to the front. I've got no clue where the Pack-a-Punch could be. Right, so we've got this door here. Okay.
During the siege
billiards room.
of Ladysmith, we ran a field hospital in a billiards hall. Operations, amputations, all done on the tables. I'll never touch a cue stick again.
Huh. There's another one of these. I can pick that up. I can definitely pick that up, dude. Go away. I can pick that up. No, I can't pick that up. Okay, I thought we had to pick that up. I picked another one up. Ooh. Where did I just pick up? A thing. I have no idea. Dude, the buildables are going to be so hard to find. There'll be so many locations to remember. God, there's another one. They're not connected. Hello. Alright, so we're up here now. So, there's this door. So this door is the main hall, which has our Danu. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Everyone wants a piece of the Brigadier tonight.
I really need to work on the snipers, dude. Oh god, this is the wrong place to go. That wasn't very clever of me.
I haven't lived this long to let some coffee-nosed goblins get the best of me.
So that's not a way I can go. I swear there was a door downstairs. How do I get downstairs again? Dude, there's so many buildables. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 buildables. Dude, right, so let me go through here. Hello, basement.
Whatever we do down here, let's be
Another
quick
buildable.
about it. This room has death trap written all over it. Alistair seems to think it's a glowworm.
Hold X to gaze into the stone? Dude, what? Whoa.
I do believe this stone is telling me something.
Dude, let's go find the other ones. So that was the picture of Scarlet. And this picture of Scarlet is up here. No, it wasn't that one. There's a different painting of Scarlet somewhere. Gotta find it. Gotta find that painting of Scarlet, dude. That's what the stone's trying to tell us, to find the painting. Must be. Already been this way. Right, so let's go to that other one that I found. This one. So can I gaze into this one? I need to kill some more things. There we go. Gaze into the stone. The painting, the clock. Hey, so find one of the clock that looks like that. Why? Right, well, I've seen a bunch of different clocks. There's one over here. That's it. That's the clock. Maybe. No, there's a different clock. Huh. Where's that painting? No, it's not that one. It's this one. Whoa.
Respect the uniform. Rick, you owe Scobberlotcher. Get up off your ass and fight! Depart the battlefield.
What did that do?
Wastewater.
I got a tuning fork. I got a part. Dude, that's cool. So there's that clock. That clock was in the billiards room. So, where's this picture going to be? I need to find this picture. It's not that one. It was different. It was like more casual clothes. Oh, bit freaky. Has he ever found that? Dude, I'm so impressed with myself. That was super cool. What time is it? It's 7:30. Okay, from about another 20 minutes to just have a look around. Here's one. No, I just broke something. I'm really sorry. Where's this? Not this one. Not that one. It's not that one. And where's this photograph? Look at this graph. Okay, let's go have a look down here. Right, I think this is how you unlock pack. I'm pretty confident this is how you unlock the pack a punch. With this, this process right here. Okay, not in here. That thing, I think is cool. Right, well, I don't think there'll be anything over here.
Bracket face monger.
Whoa. Here. That's a bit weird. Still don't find this painting. Let's look down here. I just could find the shield. Ooh.
I'm not too proud
Got
to
Firegate
scout.
energy core. Because that's what those look like. They look like little spinning little UFOs. That's quite cool. Hello, symbol. I see you. I bet that's one of the symbols to unlock the. That'll be one of the symbols to unlock the thing. Oh, hang on. They'll let me gaze into it again. Okay, so it's like a woman in like a pinafore. Oh, hello. That's not good. Yeah, so it's like a woman in like a pinafore. Like she's like not happy. There's another one. Dude, these guys are coming to life at some point in this game. Hello. Not here. I can use that thing now. I want to do. There.
What just happened?
But you are handsome today.
Full power.
Do you need
It was only a matter of time.
Where's she going? Going down there. Okay.
We have places to be.
Where's she going?
You're a faithful one, aren't you, dear? Not like my James. Not at all. James Dixon. Wife beaten dry. He got what he deserved.
Hello. Okay. Come on then, hon. Where are we going? Where are we going?
You never knew Lord Conrad, did you? Lovely man. Spoke up for me at my trial. He never knew how lucky he was that I left so abruptly.
Keep your prize damn dazzles off me! There's 5 more bullets before my guns go silent.
Dude! My homunculus didn't work. Okay, that's cool though. That must be how you do the Pack-a-Punch. You have to do 3 of those things. Okay. Cool. That's cool. Oh my god. Oh wow. That was weird. There we go. Long barrel. Friend. Cool. What we're doing. So now just looking at Reddit. We're gonna look at the threads. That was really cool. Let's see if we've got any friends who are online, because no one wants to play this game alone. None of my friends are online. Boo! Okay. Whatever. Whatever. Right, I'm going to try and find out how we can get this stream up. So. I'm sorry guys, but I'm going to have to go offline because I suddenly don't feel very well. I'm going to come back online soon. No, I shouldn't do that. No, I'm okay. All I'll do is I'll stream to the end of the of their stream. Just trying to turn off push notifications because they're doing my annoying. They're just annoying me a little bit. How do I turn off push notifications? Oh, here we go. Content settings. Notifications. Block. Just block right now. Cool. So where do we think that this stream is going to be? Hey look, there's my stream. That's cool. Dude, they released a video like an hour ago. Hmm. When is this stream going to be? And where is it going to be? There's supposed to be a stream on in like 15 minutes. And I don't know when it's going to be on. Tomorrow, noon, PT join us the development team as we discuss new features and content rolling out with Operation Absolute Zero, the new MP maps and zombies experience, and maybe a surprise or two. When is that on? When is that on? Treyarch YouTube channel. Treyarch. Alistair's theme. Where? Where are they live? Yeah. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap over to my webcam, which is me in like full glory. And yeah, I'm going to switch my input on my monitor just so I can use both screens. Because that's just better for me, to be honest with you. Ah, shit, just closed that thing. Just Control Shift T. There we go, got him back. Cool. So, back online. There we go. Back online. Cancel. Go away. So what are we looking for? Let's see what Mr. RW is doing. Holy shit, that's so cool. Right. Let's close that. So I'm going to close that. And we are going to... I just want a thing that I can set up. I just want to be like, hey, here's the stream. Let's react to it. I can't do that. Because they won't give us the thing. Like, look. That there. So, look, see? Like, there's nothing here. There's nothing here at all about Treyarch Livestream. Let's unmute. Unhide all. Let's unmute you. You can listen as well. Whoa. Properties. Nice. Okay. Okay, right. So that audio should be working now. Look, there's me. There's Noah J. Apparently he's able to stream, even though his house freaking burned down the other day. Like, how does that work? Codename Pizza, Mr. Dalek, JD, everyone's just streaming. Are they all streaming solo? Nah, so Dalek streaming with a friend. Codename Pizza. Not stream with a friend. Huh. I don't see no trailer reaction, dude. Where's the trailer? Where is this live stream? It is now 52 minutes. 52 minutes. Here we go. Absolute Zero Studio live stream. Here we go. Okay, let's put this in full screen. Let's get my camera up. Okay. Managed it. We found the live stream. So let's just settle in for another 7 minutes and 45 seconds. So, what do we think they're going to say? Honestly, I think a lot of this stream is going to be talking about the changes. And stuff like a lot of this stream is going to be talking about the changes to Blackout and the stuff that people who won't have the Black Ops Pass will get. And then there will be some stuff about the maps. But I think a lot of it is going to be like the zombies guys talking about the improvements to zombies, like daily callings and stuff. And I think a lot of it is going to be, you know, Vondi talking about Blackout and talking about how there's a new specialist in multiplayer and like the armor system and stuff. I'd be very, 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 very surprised if there's anything. I forgot to unmute. If there's anything there that's even like they're playing zombies music, dude. That's cool. But I'd be really, really surprised if there's anything substantial about the future of the game, especially for zombies players, which is a shame. I think it's going to be a lot. I think a lot of it is going to be stuff like, you know, we're really excited to bring you this update, and they'll go into the detail and stuff. But I don't really know what's going to happen. Huh. Hmm. Hmm. 4 minutes to go. How exciting. I could be playing the game. There is no way this music is anything but the zombies music. Craig Houston and Miles Leslie's going to be on it. That's cool. Here we go. 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go. Let's just do a quick refresh. No, we are up to date. 1 minute 20. They have muted the music. That is not me. They have muted that music. Whoa, look at that. That's cool. I like that. So, 25 seconds to go. It is now 8 o'clock according to my time. So, yeah. So we start with the trailer. Oh, so this is their Treyarch logo trailer. So this is how they start like a lot of their stuff. So they show all the work that they've ever done. So a lot of it's like Black Ops 1 stuff actually. Treyarch. Right then, let's go. User ID 0, too cold for you.
Commencing system intrusion. Activating disruptor.
Does she actually have like lip piercings?
Enemy sentry deleted.
Look at, she has lip piercings, dude. What an edgy guy. Whoa! Hijacks in Blackout, I didn't even realize that. That's awesome. New vehicles. New weapons. Vampire Hunter. And Codename Valkyrie, which has caused the bug on 9. If you haven't seen it yet, the new patch has caused a bug on 9. Basically, they use the same shields on the Valkyrie that they use on... they use the same shields on Valkyrie that they use in 9, the map. And they've scaled down the size of the shield globally. So now on 9, there are just these tiny little shields that are literally like this big. So funny.
Hello everyone, I'm John Raffis and welcome to Treyarch.
Dude, you're a bit quiet.
It's been a busy time in the Black Ops universe. In fact, we're coming off a sold-out event at the Call of Duty World League Las Vegas event this weekend. We've begun rolling out one of our biggest updates since launch, and today marks the beginning.
Dude, this dude's so quiet.
Absolute Zero, first on PlayStation 4. There is really no shortage of things to talk about, but that won't keep us from trying. Here with me to do just that, I brought Dan Bunting and David Vonderhaar. Gentlemen, welcome to the stream.
I'm always so impressed at how good you are at talking.
Well, iffy at best.
Yeah.
Iffy.
Yeah.
Got it. No, that's fair.
David and I decided to be Twinkies today.
I don't
I-
like
Well, actually,
that.
I dressed like him today on purpose.
Okay.
You will never be as good looking as me.
Hmm.
Is that like
I
a
just
Urban
try.
Dictionary thing? Nice.
Guinness World Record. The highest
Here we go.
let's
generated
go
by
into
an
Operation
entertainment
Absolute Zero.
something.
Dan, give us the
Call of
high
Duty
level
Black
of what
Ops.
Operation Absolute Zero is all about.
So Operation Absolute Zero is our first new season of content that's come out since launch, and we we are actually at Treyarch extremely excited about this because for years, I mean like literally years, since probably we've started on the franchise, we have wanted to get new content out to our fans prior to the end of the year so that people can enjoy it over the holidays and keep them excited throughout the course of the first 2 months of launch. And so this is kind of a milestone for us. It's actually a big deal.
I like how you remember it.
I love the difference between these two guys. Right, so look at their clothes. Right,
And so
Vonderhaar over here. Vonderhaar over here. Look at his hoodie. That hoodie is well worn. That man lives in that hoodie.
It's not like DLC launches of the past.
Whereas this guy on the right hand side, just he barely wears it. It's so clean. Look at how well worn that hoodie is.
These are seasons of content, seasons of events. So it's not just what's happening today.
It's 2 months to the day, right? Like,
over the next 8 weeks, we're going to have a lot of stuff coming. We're going to have new content coming out throughout the course of the season. We're going to have some new events happening, a lot of exciting gameplay changes throughout the course of the season. So it's not just about today, but although today is the event that kicks it off.
It's a lot of hard work, but it's more interesting to go every 2 months, and spread it across different things, right? We're thinking across the entirety of the portfolio of what we have in Black Ops 4, and it's more creative in a way because of it, right? It's not, let's make 4 maps for multiplayer, right? We've been there and we've done that, and we were pretty good at that, but now we can do something a little bit different.
It's a lot more fun. It's more fun for us because it's inclusive of the entire game, and we get to play with our community and our fans.
Well, I mean, I guess sort of kicking things off with today's operation is a brand new specialist, which is kind of a great way to kind of sum up some of the new things that are coming people's way.
Yes, Zero is an all-new specialist, our first new specialist of this game.
Can't wait to tell the story about how hard that was to name.
She is Zero as a character is a hacker, and we, a lot of our community has been really calling for more counterplay in the game because you have a lot of really powerful weapons and equipment.
Come on, sort your audio out.
And I think that she fills a very specific niche in the kind of the game ecosystem, and it's a gameplay role that people have been eager to get into the game, and I think that a lot of people are going to be happy, especially some of our competitive players. I mean, you saw the CWL event this last weekend. I think getting some more counterplay into the game will help to increase the competition level.
I am tired of hearing you tell me about the barricades. Take Zero.
All right, so as we were watching the trailer, we see that Zero brings a couple new toys with her. She brings the
best toys.
the Disruptor and the Ice Pick. What can you tell us about these items?
The Disruptor is an EMP grenade, very similar to EMP grenades that we've done in the past. And it's going to disable a lot of enemy equipment. It will also futs out enemy players' heads-up display, their HUD, for a period of time. So it's good counter for just taking out the pesky enemy equipment that's in front of you, and at the same time kind of obscuring the enemy team's intel for a short period of time. The other piece of equipment she has is called the Ice Pick. The Ice Pick is a tablet that allows her to hack. It's sort of like an amped up version of the Black Hat that we've done in the past.
It's better than Black Hat.
It's much better than Black Hat. I mean, it can basically take over everything on the enemy team for a period of time. But the catch is that she has to actually sit there and hack in place for a period of time. So she's going to be very vulnerable while she's doing it.
Exposed. Good way to die.
You need to really kind of plan those moments out and find a good spot to hide out so that you keep yourself protected while you're hacking. And also the enemy team is aware when a hack's in progress. So it takes a period of time to hack through all the equipment and all the enemy players. And as that's happening, the enemy team is aware that it's happening, so they can try to hunt her down.
Yeah.
So there's
Okay,
a lot
that's
of,
cool.
counters and then counters to the counters. and the ice pick allows her to take out enemy equipment and score streaks. It also allows her to take over certain lower level equipment and score streaks. So, and at the same time, it also is going to hack the enemy heads-up display with a lot of
no, that's not what I want to click.
misinformation or disinformation. So you're going to see your health meter going up and down. You're going to see your ammo counts cycling through a bunch of numbers. You're going to see a bunch of red dots appearing on your mini-map that aren't actually there. So in a lot of ways, it kind of brings together some concepts of things that we've done in the past. The decoy, one of my favorite devices that was never very popular, but a lot of people have asked for it back. So this kind of fills
I love
that
the
role
decoy.
of the
Decoy was
as well.
cool.
Okay. Well, and just to kind of get ahead of things, I'm sure that people are wondering if the Disruptor is going to make an appearance in Blackout. Has there been any discussion on the team about whether or not that might happen?
So every specialist weapon, gear, ability gets, micro-analyzed to find the right place for it.
Yeah.
The Disruptor is not currently in Blackout, but it's not off the table. None of it's ever off the table, ever. Right? We're still trying to make sure that things like flamethrowers have a good home and balance the game right. And they do when done right. I mean, it's one of the great things about Blackout. It's not just about sort of how powerful those things are, and they can be very powerful. You can manage the power band with sort of the rarity of them and the difficulty of achieving them, which is a fun thing that Blackout gets to do, right, given the loot-driven nature of scavenging. So I think it will. I think some of these things will find a home, but we're going to take our time and do that right. It's new. We got to figure out how well it's working in multiplayer and what we need to do it there. And then, as always, we will adopt the things that make sense, and we will not adopt the things that don't make sense. And that's how Blackout rolls, right?
There we go.
But as soon as you play through the first tier of the new Absolute Zero season, you will unlock Zero for use in multiplayer and Blackout.
And no mission unlock quest, for lack of a better word, to do. Like Zero will be available immediately for everyone to enjoy right off the bat.
Well, I mean, let's kind of take that idea of things sort of finding their way into Blackout and finding a home. And let's move on to Blackout because we've got a map update very specific to Blackout.
Oh, well, multiple things going on in the map. Where to start?
Where to begin?
Well, I mean, we should start with, and maybe we can just show this little thing here. You all think that this is called Hijacked, but it's got a real name, and that is...
Stop.
The return of Von Voyage.
The most important yacht ever created. It's modeled directly after my very own yacht. That's not true. I don't own the yacht. Yeah, so, I mean, obviously, let me just put up the map here.
Oh, it's Hijacked. It's so cool.
Stuff. So, Hijacked does return. It's parked, just off the coast here, pretty close to construction site. But it's not the same Hijacked. It's actually been updated to service the requirements of being a Blackout destination, so it's actually more playable space. So it's like a lot of these places, we take the spirit of it and we carve it apart to make sure it makes sense and has all the places it needs to loot. And I expect it'll be a pretty hot destination. It is, without a doubt, the closest ranged engagement destination that we have in Blackout. I mean, firing range cannot compete with how close the battles happen in Hijack. There's small rooms with doors in between them, and it gets crazy. But that's not it, right? So Hijacked is a start. Overall, for those of you who have been playing, you already know the map has changed. It's got a fall theme to it. Like, we killed off a lot of the crops. We turned the trees to an autumn shade. And there's something more special about that coming still, which we'll talk about soon. But if you take a look, you'll notice that the map boundaries themselves are actually indicated on the map now, and you might notice that they're pushed back. So one of the things we really wanted to be sure that we did with this pass is ensure sort of the predictability of when you're along the map edge and being able to understand that. And I'll just be straight with you, like the fence line around the north border, the power lines on the east border, and the pipe along the south border. These three places, they're actually fun to fight in and around, like jumping over the fence and jumping back. So we wanted to be sure that we set up a precedent for what that looks like. So the map boundaries exist, and then the distance you can kind of navigate off of those places is where you'll actually get the out of bounds indicator. So predictability is important. It's weird to run along the pipe and then be out of bounds and then not be out of bounds and then be out of bounds. And we didn't like that, so we wanted to be sure that we cleaned all that stuff up. On top of that, factory Nuketown. These two places have had more destinations added to them. Garage doors open, buildings open, additional pipes and factory. But Hydro Dam has seen the largest improvements. There's cover.
There's the elevator.
You can actually go through the whole thing into the elevators and go all the way to the top. So that Hydro Dam, one of my personal favorite destinations to drop and where most of my wins come from. So that's why it's the most important. That's not true either. That's actually all Phil Tasker and Kevin Morrell. I don't know what to think about that. The two lead level designers were insistent that Hydro needed some help, so we let them do that. So there's a lot going on here, right? So you got a brand new destination, you have improvements to Factory, Nuketown, and Hydro Dam along with the map boundaries. And that's the start of that.
Well, as boundaries go, I mean, especially with Hijack being added to the mix, how's the team been playing around with the idea of collapse? And sort of like, are we going to be bound for a showdown on the boat?
So, anything can and will go in terms of where the collapse can occur, including on Hijack. But contrary to popular belief, there is no magic sauce that says we're going to go here, here, here on a day-to-day basis. We actually have a lot of control over that. We can influence sort of the way it goes, but we actually like the fact that we don't even know where it goes. And that's actually super important to keep the map.
So it's just random.
Collapsing
That's really
in a way
cool.
that's not predictable. And that's what makes it fun for most people, including myself.
So it's completely
right?
unpredictable.
You have to be in the great position. Being out of position will end in a tragic loss of life. Being in the right position at the right time is a key to victory, and that's why it's important, the randomizing factor. But yeah, if you're asking me if it can close on Hijack, the answer is yes.
Well,
That's a roundabout way of answering
now that you've got the map fired up, do you want to give us a little walk?
Oh, if I must. What could possibly
What's in
go?
your inventory right now?
Oh wait, what's this? What? Huh?
Snowballs.
Is that a snowball?
Is that who did that? Who would put a snowball?
So you're telling me we can have snowball fights now?
Who would? Oh my!
Does this have anything to do with some of the holiday theming that we're doing?
That's cool.
I mean, what's better than absolute zero than getting a snowball in the face? So yes, snowballs.
Deadlier than a basketball?
Actually, it is more deadly than a basketball, and you can carry more of them. And I need your montages of victory by snowball in my inbox by let's call it 1 p.m. or we can't be friends anymore.
Hashtag victory by snowball.
Yeah. So I did.
I don't even want to know what's going to happen
I did
with
put
that
a
one.
snowball. So look, I think a lot of fans have seen what this map has to offer, but what I want to do is just sort of fly through here to get the other side. Oh my God, I can't. It's like I'm programmed to loot, even though I'm not supposed to be looting right now. So I'm going to head downstairs. So if you remember, this was all an engine room in the main game, right? You just sort of entered a corridor, but this is an example of kind of how we can open up sort of what you're familiar with.
Wow.
And expand on it and create all these places where you can run through. You see how tight quarters this is, room to room,
Tight corridors.
door to door.
Tight corridors.
Yeah, shotgunners, like they need any help, really.
Oh, wow, cool.
Back dock here, right? So there's this aspect of it that's familiar, but the bottom of the yacht in particular has been pretty overhauled in a significant way. So, and there is both a boat spawn and a helicopter spawn inside the map. So
This is largely designed on your own boat.
right, as we said, I have both a yacht, a helicopter, and a boat for my boat. Right, that's obvious. I'm gonna fly over here, kinda.
So as you fly around, if maybe we could draw people's attention towards some of the new additions, because there's a new vehicle joining the fight.
There's a new vehicle. Who did
What?
that? Wow, bad landing.
I think the vehicle's the other way.
No, here it is. Oh, what?
Headlights are already on.
Yes, we parked it over here for my convenience. So there is a turret position,
Cool.
a passenger position, and a driver position. And this is the Arab. So it's the first really kind of combat vehicle because of this turret, but it's also the first true passenger. You could ride as a passenger. I didn't grab any gear, did I? Yeah, here I am. I'm leaning out the window. So we make this clear distinction between being in the passenger seat.
Isn't it drive-by punching that you're about to do?
I know, I forgot to grab a gun. We all know I'm not very good at this job, so,
Well, if you wanted to head out to firing range to grab some,
yeah. Should we?
hint, hint,
No.
wink, wink.
Okay, fine. So let me exit.
Well, actually, before you go, the
what?
turret.
The what?
The what? The turret.
There's a turret?
And this works on a cooldown.
This seems like it's overpowered. Yeah. So there's actually two very important mechanics about this turret. Yes, it is.
This seems like it's
very
overpowered.
traditional Call of Duty heat-driven turret, meaning it will overheat. You can't fire it anymore. But on top of that, the turret itself has durability. You can see that it's smoking right now. And if I keep popping through this thing, over time it'll sort of deteriorate and break down, and then you won't be able to shoot it anymore. And these are governing factors so that you can't take a turret all the way through the game, shoot forever, right? And eventually the turret will just effectively wear itself out, right?
Yeah.
That's how we deal with that. You want me to go to firing range? I thought we were going to go to. Firing range is good.
Firing range has the new weapons.
All of them?
Yes.
Yes.
Who did that?
We know some people.
Right. It's
We made some things happen.
oh my God, I'm the world's worst pilot.
Would you like me to take control?
Well, that pretty much sums up our relationship.
Let's keep it PG-13 for the stream.
Right. So we did put 2 new guns in the game, and people have been playing with them all morning so far. There's a brand new SMG, which is a burst weapon, and then there's also an assault rifle.
Oh, we've got the Damon 3XB,
That is the SMG.
and then the SWAT.
SWAT Rift.
SWAT RFT.
Now, I'm digging on the SWAT so far. I've had some.
They happen to both be right here.
So this is cool. So
What are the chances?
we, well, the chances are high because we did it on purpose. So what we're going to do with the new weapons here is if you go to firing range, you're going to find basically just those 2 weapons so that everyone can get a chance to play with them.
Oh, that's cool.
They're still in the world, right? You don't have to go to firing range. You can still find them in the context of how you would normally find weapons in Blackout, but it's actually just sort of this, we all know firing range is a pretty hot drop, so let's put the brand new guns in the firing range. That makes sense. And then let people go at it for a while. And then 24 hours from now, we'll turn that off and it'll be sort of normal, like how you'd expect Blackout to work. But we want everyone to have a chance to at least experience the new weapons. And, you know, they have pros and cons like all other weapons, right? So just because they're new does not mean they guarantee victory, but they're also not shabby either, right? I'm going to tell you a secret. If you take the SMG and you put a 3X on it, I know that sounds like crazy talk, you can slay fools. I didn't tell you this. But that's what I did, and that's how I won. So how I win is how you can win. Write that down.
So, David, as Dan kind of explores this, and this is sort of like expanding the discussion a little bit. There have been some updates to armor and audio.
Oh boy,
coming this week too.
significant updates to armor and audio and things I've been talking about for a while on Twitter, and never thought I'd see the day, but the day is here. So let's talk about audio for a minute because this one's fairly elaborate. So what we've done is worked aggressively on predictability. That was the goal. The goal was to create predictability and when you could hear another player. Now, generically, we call this footsteps, but just to be on record, it's far more involved than the sound of your actual footsteps. Gear rattle and other things make up what you hear when you hear another player. So there were some bugs. I mean, just straight up bugs where things that should occlude audio would not occlude it. And occlusion is the idea that if there's a wall between you and I, right, sound waves can pass through that and around it and bounce off the ceiling to get to you, but it doesn't sound the same as if we're in the same room. So occlusion is the game engine saying, hey, what would it sound like if a guy was close to you but behind a wall? But not everything was occluding properly. So certain buildings, certain materials would not occlude at all, and others would occlude in a way that made footsteps difficult to hear. So if you're in the community, and it's a totally reasonable thing to say, you say, turn the footsteps up, turn the footsteps up, turn the footsteps up. And we did. But the cost of that is, if you don't actually fix the underlying issues with that, then you're not actually fixing the problem, right? So occlusion had a significant pass, and we detailed all this in the update notes that we just recently put out. But you also just can't keep turning up the footsteps. You have to turn other things down. So garage doors, loot boxes, like other things have been turned down to make room. The most important one of those is what we call the sort of ambient audio. So when you're playing Blackout, there's always this kind of base level volume of the world. Otherwise, the world doesn't sound very alive. It sounds dead. And this changes. It changes based on your elevation. It changes based on where you are, like close to the coast, not close to the coast, right? So we knocked that back a bit, and that gives sort of the room that you need to hear that sort of subtle audio better. But we also made tuning changes, so it's also the distances that you first hear them, how far away that is, which then impacts dead silence, it then impacts awareness. So the list goes on and on, but predictability was the goal. I think we're getting really close. I know we still need to do tuning passes on other game audio beyond garage doors and loot boxes, which we'll do, but you also have to do these things in stages. So I'm satisfied right now. I've been playing a lot with the new settings. You know, the terrain now occludes the audio. So a guy over this hill, he's going to sound the same way a guy would if he was behind the wall. And you have to listen, you have to pay attention, but it's easier to listen and it's easier to pay attention as a result of the work that was done in this area. So that's really important. You know, we all know, like, and the importance of audio and footstep audio, it actually changes, right? So in the early game, it's not so important. There's a million people around you. In the late game, it's super important, right? So the importance of how and when players are heard changes as the game progresses. And we had to make, you know, sort of compromises to satisfy a game where there's 1,000 people around you at the beginning and then 15 at the end, and how to balance all that. And it's been a great challenge and a lot of fun to work on. Many thanks to Brian Toohey and Kevin Sherwood and the entire audio team, including Chris Kyle and others who have stayed with me on this one and worked really hard to try to make this the best it can be. And we're not done. We'll keep going. Armor is the most significant feature update that we've seen in Blackout yet. So, if you're not up to speed on this one, the short version of this goes that we significantly changed the durability of armor. So what I mean by that is armor will last longer, but it doesn't impact how much damage it mitigates. So the armor at level 2 still reduces damage at level 2, but it won't break as easy, right? Because the actual values that determine how long it can last have been bumped up, and I mean way, way up.
Cool.
And then on top
That's
of
always
that,
the problem that I find, is it breaks super quick.
Of armor plates. So an armor plate is something you can find in the world, you can find on dead players, you can find in stashes. And what you can do with these things is actually grab them and then repair your own armor. So one of the things that none of us were very happy about was that the guy who was the aggressor, he would go out and get in fights, his armor would be dust by the end of the first battle. And that really wasn't the intent, and it overly punishes people for playing aggressively, which is not something that we want to do. We don't want to punish you for getting out there and fighting. I mean, that's the point of the mode, is to eliminate other players. So players would take level 2, level 3 armor, and they would go sit over here in the corner because they don't want their armor to break and they need it for the late game. Well, now that's not so much of a problem because your armor is more durable in the first place, and then the guys that you defeat are dropping the plates that you can use to then repair your armor.
To repair it.
Now,
cool.
This thing's existed for, I don't know, 24 hours or less, so we're still paying a lot of attention to this. I tweeted out earlier today that my personal belief right now is that durability is maybe too strong, but the plate count seems about right. So these two numbers are important. Like you change one, you impact the other. So it's a knob, right? And it's brand new. I want to see it on all platforms before we do anything significant, different. You know, across duos and solos, I've been playing mostly quads. So we need more data, like we always do. But I'm stoked about the idea. And then when you look in the game HUD, you see the team widget in the corner. You see what kind of armor they have based on the number of pips that occurs. So there's no weirdness about like how much armor they have, what they need to fill it up. One armor plate equals 1 pip in the HUD. Like it's all very black and white now, whereas before it was kind of like a health bar, and then it was sort of not super clear. So now it's super, super clear.
What level armor are the bathtubs that I'm hiding in? Is that no? We'll save that for later. Okay. So this Thursday we start rolling. There's one in every crowd. This Thursday we start rolling out some holiday themes.
We do?
Okay.
No one told me.
No, didn't get that memo? So that would be Thursday.
Yeah, roll out the holiday themes.
As we kind of wrap up things on Operation Absolute Zero, all things this week, any closing thoughts?
Oh, man. You know, what you guys are playing is what we call TU9, the 9th major update. We're already working on 10 because we have a lot of stuff still to do with the quality of life improvements to inventory. In particular, that's one that's still very much top of mind for me. You know, it's been a great journey. I think it's easy to forget that we shipped the game 2 months ago. and we were just going, right? And this is a good update.
You
It
just
has a
you
lot
just
of new
do
content,
like
a
put
lot
two
of new
fingers up
feature
at the
improvements, a lot
stream.
of new features, a new vehicle, new
Biggest content drop to
destinations.
date.
Yeah, right. And 2 months after we shipped, which I think, I think is important to contextualize because, we just keep going and going, right? No rest for the wicked or the weary, and we are both. So, I'm excited. I'm excited because it's like you get one thing done and then you get to go on to the next thing, and the winter update is. It's just a small taste of what's coming. Like, we know what's coming after that and after that and after that. And you haven't played it, but I played it. And it's good. No VSAT and MP. Come on. Really? Look, I don't make these decisions. This guy does. Talk to Dan. I'm tired of hearing it.
Any closing thoughts, Dan?
Like I said at the
What David
beginning,
said.
this is a brand new construct for us in the Call of Duty franchise to think about these season launches, these operations as ongoing events, not as just a single thing that happens on the day that it launches. And I think that while, yes, this is the biggest launch we've had so far, 2 months after the game launched, this is not the biggest that's yet to come. So we have a lot of big plans, a lot of really exciting things to come. This is a long journey, as we've been saying from the beginning, and we want to make sure that we're right alongside our community every step of the way. You've seen daily updates practically from us and a massive amount of transparency into how we're thinking about things, what we're working on, what new changes we've made. We don't ever want to release an update that we don't explain what's in it. And so it's just the beginning.
All right.
It never ends.
It never ends. All right. David, Dan, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Pretty soon we are going to shortly we will be back to talk multiplayer and zombies. But first, we wanted to give you a sneak peek of a little something that we're working on.
Oh, okay.
We did think about, what other things do we want to do? What if we had another path? And at one point we tried having a flank path around behind where the pink house is through the yard.
Whoa!
Thought, hey,
You're gonna update Nuketown.
What happens if we try this? So we tried it, and it was terrible. So that got taken out right away, and it actually didn't change too much throughout the development. We didn't have the bus and the moving van. It was more, an open center, which was even more dangerous. And so that's where the bus and the moving van came in.
Okay, so it's
when
Black
we
Ops
did the
1.
updated versions for Black Ops 2, we didn't want to make a different map. We wanted to keep it Nuketown. We wanted it to still feel like Nuketown. So we didn't change too much.
Can't hear you. Can't hear you. Can't hear you.
Release the Declassified Nuketown segment a little later this week. Declassified is the first of what we hope will be one of many segments that takes a look into, there's Miles, that takes a look behind the scenes at development. Whenever we have a year like this one, where it's all
more of that
Black
stuff.
Ops 4, we don't really have many opportunities to talk about how we got to Black Ops 4. Declassified is a look behind the curtain, a look at development.
Yes.
At what we
Yes.
do, how we do it, and who gets it done.
Yes.
And so later you will see, or later this week, you'll have a chance to kind of take a deeper look at the history of Nuketown from
Awesome.
Behind the curtain. And here joining us in studio is Miles Leslie. Miles, welcome.
That's awesome.
Good to see you too. So you appear in the Nuketown piece that is going to go up later this week with Adam Hoggett. Tell us a little bit, kind of high level, your familiarity or your association with Nuketown.
Yeah, I've been around since World at War and had the pleasure of being involved since the first Nuketown when it was Adam brought it in and it was just this idea and we were all kind of just having fun with, hey, let's do this crazy map. And ever since then it's been this evolving thing throughout the games. And again, I'm working with the team. I've been lucky that every single game involved in every single one, which is cursing and a bless.
There you go. Your personal experience with Nuketown, what have you enjoyed most about it as a player?
Yeah, I think the main thing is from the dev side is the challenge every single time when we try to do it, because is it Nuketown enough, right? Is it not Nuketown enough? You always have to ask yourself these questions, and every single game we've tried to maintain that Nuketown feel, but also make sure that it's, you know, made for that game. You know, every single game we make is really different than the previous one, and we have to take a look at that stuff. For me, I think we've maintained that magic by still making small tweaks. You know, when we went from BO2 to BO3, we made the map bigger, right, to accommodate for the advanced movement stuff. Made some tweaks coming into BO4 on that as well. So those things, for me, I really key off on is that we're handcrafting it, even though it may not feel that way for the game, and I enjoy that aspect of it.
And the Black Ops 4 version of Nuketown that is out in the wild, that takes us to?
Russia.
There we go.
In the snow.
All right. All right, well, we could Nuketown all day. We will let the little sort of mini doc do the talking for us.
We don't want to
later this week.
spoil all of it.
Today, we are here to talk about the new multiplayer maps that have gone live. And we've got two, Elevation and Madagascar, hoping that you could kind of give us a little insight, a little sneak peek behind the curtain about each one. So let's start with Elevation. What is this map? Where is this map? What's it all about?
Yeah, so Elevation's pretty exciting. So, you know, to give context, heading into DLC, we really wanted to take a look from our own experiences playing, and then a lot of what the community has been talking about and how they play the game as well, is what are they keen off on. And a lot of kind of the reoccurring themes was like sizes of maps and sort of approaches to engagements. And our big thing heading into these first two maps was how can we take that sort of feedback and really develop it in a meaningful way, that we're offering something new, challenging ourselves and really challenging the community as well to see if we're delivering a new experience. So for Elevation, all it is about is, you know, the name is true to it, is it's on a massive, massive incline. We've never had this sort of height differentiation from one end to the next. And there's huge lines of sight that, you know, if you're running AR and scopes and snipers, we want those engagements, right? A lot of the maps that we shipped, while they have those set up, you can still close the distance if you're like medium or you know, an AR range. We want to encourage, hey, you can hunker down, you can take an AR, you can take longer scopes down this middle sort of road that cuts through this sort of this Nepal village, basically, but also allow you ways to kind of weave in and out of these different buildings that are different heights to try to counter some of that stuff, which is really interesting for us.
I want to come back to sort of the evolution of the maps in a moment, but first I want to give you a chance to kind of give us the lay of the land with Madagascar.
Yeah, Madagascar is also, it's the, when we look at the pack and what Elevation is offering. Yeah, that's right. The penguins, I don't know if they'll make an appearance. But when you look at Elevation and trying to offer the portfolio, Madagascar, we went the, you know, sort of the other way. It's surrounded by really open land. The middle is this sort of convoy that's been ambushed, and there's cars that are flipped over in this small village, and then everything else is a lot more open. And this map's very large, larger than any of the shipped maps, and so is Elevation as well. And it's all about, you know, flanking, holding down these really long lines of sight, and using these really, really power positions. Like we've got a watchtower that can see down most of the middle of the map. Another area that counters that that's super high up. So we're really challenging ourselves to. We talk about it like a little uncomfortable when we're playtesting it, and we know that's when we're kind of pushing ourselves. And both of these maps, as we playtested them, we kept, I don't know, it doesn't feel right, and then that's when we're like, okay, we need to keep it, we need to keep playtesting it. But Madagascar is really different overall, which is pretty cool.
Well, we were talking earlier a little bit about how the maps have evolved, especially since launch, because, yeah, I mean, you just don't whip up a map in 4 weeks, you know. But talk a little bit about how internal playtests have influenced the overall design, but also sort of gameplay out in the wild and how that has made its way into design and development.
It's tough because everyone has a different play style, and we've got a crew. There's a bunch of new people that have come on BN4, which offer a really new perspective, and then there's a lot of sort of old-timers like me that have gone through a lot of the games, and we kind of know each other's play style, and you get into this where, hey, you're the sniper guy, I know you're going to snipe, I know what you're going to do, I know what you're looking for, and you really don't get a lot of good data and sort of information until it goes out to the wild, millions of players, and see how they kind of break it and how they play. So as we were evolving DLC, and we knew we wanted to
I
start
don't care about multiplayer.
It really didn't evolve until we started to hear feedback from the community on like, hey, this is playing really fast. A lot of the talk of the spawn stuff as well, right? Is like spawn trapping, where am I spawning? Do I feel safe as a player? And we started to realize that we use this term kind of over-sanitized, if it makes sense, like trimming the fat on the ship maps. Like we'd play and we'd be like, hey, I didn't really use this side. And we'd be like, okay, let's just bring it in. oh, hey, we didn't really use this, bring it in. And what we allowed ourselves on the DLC was like, it's okay, right? Like, we don't need to trim it. Like, let it just live. Let this area just live, basically. And what we started to find was it was okay, which is something we really excelled at, I think, on like BO1 and BO2. And then we kind of like had a good formula on how to make maps and kind of really make good, strong maps, and letting that kind of stuff go is kind of brought us back to that, and really in a new way for these maps. I think they play very different, but they still feel very much BO4.
Okay, all right. So for someone like me who dies a lot, which map is going to be the best? I'm just kidding. As we kind of
there's a place for you to die all over the map. Don't worry. Make sure we got that.
Yes. All right. So any closing thoughts on Elevation Madagascar? Anything for Zero Drop?
The main thing for me, and I want to shout out to the team because they've been instrumental in getting this stuff done. I mean, the community asks for a lot, and we ask a lot from ourselves and the team, and they've really responded across, Elevation Madagascar, all the content we're working on, Blackout, Zombies, and Nuketown they're making it happen, and we're asking them to do crazy stuff, and the response is always, okay, let's get it done. And they've constantly hit that. So I want to say thank you to the team, and then thank you to community. And hopefully they enjoy the maps. And
give us Zombies news. Come on, Zombies news. Zombies news.
So
Zombies news.
Elevation Madagascar available to those who have bought into the Black Ops Pass. As
Bought into it. Love the way that's phrased.
So we will be right back with Jason Blundell and Craig Houston to talk zombies.
Yay.
Cordially invited to the country estate of Alistair Rhodes. Join us for an unforgettable evening.
We've already watched this. There's our girl Scarlet. Dude, I'm behind. Let's just push forward a little bit. There's the Brigadier, played by Brian Blessed. Yeah. Uh-oh. It's just so weird how they don't say anything. Why are there no dialogues? Why is there no dialogue here?
What's your name? Oh, yes, Godfrey. Where the blazes is Alistair?
Yes. Where is the old scoundrel?
I've not seen Master Rhodes, but surely your crystal ball could.
Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. We're protected.
What in Lucifer's ball sack was that?
Welcome back. That was the in-game cinematic for Dead of the Night. Thanks, Australia. Loved it. All right, joining us in studio, we've got Craig Houston, Jason Blundell. Gentlemen, welcome. We're here to talk about many things zombies today.
Yes, we do a lot of that, don't we?
So, what's been going on since launch?
A few things. A few things have been happening.
Yeah.
So obviously on launch we released with 3 maps that we're incredibly proud with, and but it's also no secret that we had a bit of a bumpy start as well.
Go on, Jason. Yes.
The team has been ploughing all our effort and energy into was to kind of get that stability there, and we're in a very good place now. You know, comparable to kind of other zombie offerings, but a very good place, and so that now allows us to then move our focus to other features and other things that we're developing. Because although there's a game out in the wild, that we play the game in here of resources and where to put our attention as well. So.
Sure. Well, and so, I mean, before we even get to Dead of the Night, kind of talking about what's involved there, I mean, let's talk about some of the new things that are coming online starting today. And it really, let's start with daily callings. Is this something that we talked about a while ago? It's online.
Yep, it's absolutely online. So
They are calling.
They are calling, and this is kind of stage one of a couple of stages of rolling out those features as well, because making sure the stability was there was so important. We've kind of got that under control, so now we're moving on to getting all those features in. So daily callings is coming out. They'll come out, keep you engaged, and kind of give you missions to kind of go on, and then obviously have rewards when they're completed.
Additionally, we've got the Black Ops Authenticity Stamp.
Yes, and again, another thing that we talked about on stage when we announced.
I can finally prove that I got to level 10.
When you manipulate the data, Craig. So what that allows you to do is, when you finish your match, you'll get given a passcode or phrase. You can go to callofduty.com, BOAS I think it is. You go in there, put the code in, put your gamer tag in, and it'll give you a record to say what you did and how you achieved. This is kind of stage one of it, and we'll actually have a stage 2 rollout where we expand it even further to talk about custom games and so forth. But stage 1 will give you that code that you can pass along to your friends and show what you've done and how you achieved it.
And we now have daily tier skips in zombies.
Yes, we do. Quite frankly, it was a reaction to the cry from the community, even through all the kind of chaos and stuff that we're, excuse the pun, all the stuff we're doing. We still have teams listening and taking that feedback in. It's really interesting where our team is kind of humble in the success, but then also, when we're in those kind of rougher times, really kind of dedicated and focused, not only to achieving all the stuff we've signed up to do, but then also to kind of take that extra feedback, because the zombie community really is based on what people are saying. And so bringing that all in, and that's something we're committed to doing and continue to commit to doing all the way through 2019.
And later this week, I believe this appears on PlayStation first, is the Winter Callings.
Yes.
Tell us about the Winter Callings.
I won't want to say too much about it, apart from it's for winter and there's more callings. That's all I'm going to say on that one.
It's very on the nose.
Yeah, exactly.
Dead of the Night, Jason. Dead of the Night.
Yes.
All right. All new undead experience takes us into 1912. Give us the high level.
High level. Go on, Craig.
Go on, I'll give you the high level. This is another chapter in our Chaos story, but this one is a prequel. So people that have played 9 and Voyage of Despair will have realised that our new characters are looking for Alistair Rhodes, who is Scarlett's father. Dead of the Night introduces to another group of Alistair's friends who are going to be a little bit involved in what actually happened to Alistair. So we're going to fill in some other blanks like we always like to do. We've got a map that is a character in of itself. We're in this lovely, huge, great, stately home, which is like all the places we like going to. It's nice to have something nice and then do something really nasty to it too. So, like people saw in Titanic and in 9, Prima Materia is once again shaping the world around it and creating things that are a little bit weird and drawn from myth and legends. And obviously, if you're going to, an old English house, there's a lot of fun stuff that you can draw from history there. I mean, I'm pretty sure you know that werewolves were actually native to Scotland. But, you know,
Were they?
Yes, yes. A lot of people
Were
don't
they?
know that. So again, it's us drawing from some very real historical things
I've
and
talked to
running
you
with
about
it a little
drinking
bit.
prior to streams, Craig.
Yes.
Just kidding, just kidding. All right, so you talked about the map being a character unto itself. Is the map as much of a celebrity character as the celebrity cast?
Well, yes, but I think it's interesting the use of the word celebrity. It's when we do these maps. Obviously, we did Mob of the Dead and Call of the Dead and Shadows of Evil. Of course, it's fun to work with actors who are more known from television or theatre roles because they. First of all, they're surprised about the volume of material they get because, you know, if you're a screen actor, a lot of your time's spent sitting around waiting to go on and say your 2 lines and then go away and sit. So when they're just given a volume of material, and a lot of it, as it usually is for our zombie stories, is the characters are a little bit eccentric. So
a little bit?
Yeah, our characters are mucho eccentric, and so it was really fun for our cast members to get into that. I think they were all pleasantly surprised by how irreverent it was because they weren't really sure what to expect. Believe it or not, Charles Dance, who plays Godfrey the Butler, isn't a huge gamer. He's too busy being evil on Game of Thrones and things like that. And the same goes for the other cast. I mean, what a gang we had for this.
Yeah, we have Brian Blessed as our brigadier,
who people will probably know from either Flash Gordon or perhaps more recently Peppa Pig, but he is possessed of probably
we're fans of both, by the way.
biggest voice in the universe.
Yes, and we compared beards as well. We did like a beard.
You did.
Yeah. Sorry, previous incarnation, beard comparison. So he's got a healthy beard. So let's go through the rest of the cast. Helena Bonham Carter,
yes,
as Madame Morella, who's this kind of phony psychic.
Oh, don't give it away.
Oh,
yeah, she's got layers to her. She's
like an onion.
Yes. Really, I had a good line about that in Mob, I've just remembered. But no, it's like often with these characters, there's the person that they present themselves to be, and then their kind of airs and graces start to
Such
go
as a
off
phony.
and go really nasty with the undead. So, you know, so obviously we talked Charles Dance,
Yep.
Helena Bonham Carter, Brian Blessed, and then, last of all, old friend of the studio,
Kiefer Sutherland.
Kiefer Sutherland.
All our characters, and I don't know if you're picking up on a trend here, we like to do broken characters.
Yep.
We put on a portrayal of some sort of semblance of sanity, but deep inside are broken. We don't know where we get our inspiration
No, we've
from.
no idea.
But it's a running theme in our celebrity cast, at least, anyway.
Outstanding. All right.
Yeah.
So those characters are all put together, and each one of them has a different opinion of the other characters as well. So there's different kind of relationships. Obviously, that's something that you see as you play and you're going through. The different lines are triggered based on who you're with and where you are. But there's a lovely kind of arc, as we've done with our celebrity cast in the past, which is as you're playing along, you're seeing those relationships mellow or change,
And develop, yeah.
That's the wonderful thing about doing a celebrity cast, and then with such a lovely environment, and then combine that with the game design. Our team did a wonderful job of not only spatially realizing it, but also the kind of quests and how things kind of play together. So that's why we have so much fun doing our celebrity maps, is that we get to really kind of mix everything up and put it all in at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, like the house itself, there's a lot more to it than what you initially see. And
Is there now?
Everything else we do, it's always fun to have kind of myth and science and technology kind of clashing.
Is there a lot more to it, Craig?
Don't really fit together that well, or do they?
It's also got this wonderful kind of Jules Vernean style.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for.
That's the word.
Jules
Vernean. It's got this kind of wonderful kind of architectural style. And something that we do most times really is kind of play with the architecture and what does the environment say to you, and what mood does that place you in.
Yeah.
And so
I feel like I'm in a Van Helsing film at the
inventor,
moment.
explorer, socialite kind of guy with all his friends coming to the house. The environment kind of tells you a story of this character, even though at the very beginning you see that bad things are happening to him.
Yeah.
Well, I think we're kind of heading in this direction, but what are you each most excited about people experiencing with Dead of the Night?
Good question. I would say it's the journey while kind of going on the kind of quest and the journey of playing the map as well. It's like some of our more complex maps really ask you to engage with the map in a certain way in terms of how you're playing and activating a certain cerebral level.
Yeah.
Interestingly enough, some of our simpler maps, which are about very simple kind of blocking and layout,
Like 9.
appeal to people in a way that allows them to take in more items. I suppose I'm kind of being a bit wordy there, but the thing I love about Dead of the Night is the environment has a grandeur to it and also a simplicity to it, which allows you then to focus on the characters and the story that's being told. And that's very important for us.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to go for the obvious thing right away. You know, these new characters are fun because, like, you know, when we do these as a one-off, you kind of try to tell the entirety of their story for this map. But I also remembered that just there's a real richness to some of the other creatures.
That's not supposed to come up, dude.
Entities that you're going to encounter, and some of them are kind of realized in a way that I think goes a little bit beyond some of what we've done in the past. So it's going to be fun for everyone to discover the secrets of the house and all the things that reside within it.
We just always wanted to do a creepy house.
All right. Guys, thank you very much. Dead of the Night, all part of Operation Absolute Zero, out today. Wanted to close things out today with a brief highlight of the Call of Duty World League in Las Vegas from this weekend. This weekend,
there we go.
256 teams in a sold-out event where the top 4 teams were able to punch their ticket to the Pro League and make their way to COD Champs. Optic Gaming took the #1 spot. Congrats to them, but congratulations also to E-United, Luminosity, and Splice for finishing in that top 4. In that show is at the event, Optic looked quite impressive, and Dashy, one to watch. Good times. Wanted to close out today's stream with a couple thank yous. First, wanted to thank all of our guests for making the time to be here, taking time out for an hour-long stream on a day when an update like this goes live is never easy. Thank you to our production team, Tommy Lira, Robert Sanchez, Ben Lewis, and Lee Staples for making all the magic happen behind the scenes. Shout out to Tommy and Stephanie Glover for their work on Declassified. Look for that episode coming live on YouTube later this week. Stay tuned on our social channel
so
to let
good.
you know when it goes up. And thank you to Adam Hoggett and Miles Leslie for participating in that. Wanted to thank our partners at Activision. In particular, wanted to thank Carolyn Wong and Malik for some of the new props that you see behind us today. Wanted to say thank you for everyone who tuned in today. And on a personal level, John Marco, happy birthday, buddy. All right, with that, thank you for tuning in. We will see you next time. Have a good one.
Right. That's it then. So that was the stream. Featuring loads of people. That's pretty cool. Yeah. So cool. No, that was interesting. It was nice to hear them talk about the map. And it gives us a little bit of information about what the sort of idea going into it is. It's interesting that they say that there's more to the map than we first realised. I'm really looking forward to getting back into it. But for now, I'm going to end the stream right here. I've been streaming for over 2 hours now. That was a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. So thank you everyone for watching. This is going to be on my YouTube channel. So thank you anyone who watches the video after the fact. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.